Hey Tech 1 students, I am in the Make Code site, and this is a basic version of the code for your safety device. Now, I want you to understand that depending upon your sensor, some things will be different. Depending on your alarm, some things will be different. And I will talk about this as we go on. But let me just point out a couple of things here. In the flowchart, they always start with a circle or an oval and end with an oval. In my case for this device, it also needs to have a way to start it and a way to stop it. It needs an arm and disarm. So I want to make sure my code has that. It is going to read an input device, a sensor, that is going to determine if the device is secure or not. And the big question in my code is going to be, is that sensor at the level it needs to be or not? In my case, the light level. Is it below? And I chose 300. If the answer is yes, the lid is still closed and everything is secure. If the answer is no, then the lid is open and the alarm goes on. And then it's going to continue to read the sensor over and over again and reacting to it. It's here. I have the ability to turn it on and off. A button turns it on, B button turns it off. And that is one of the requirements of the project, that this can be armed and disarmed. That it is constantly checking. The code is constantly checking to see if my device is secure. That is the while true loop here. While it is true that button A is pressed, the device will constantly check to make sure that it is secure. That I have an input and an output, and that my input, in my case for the light sensor, which is what I am using, is pin 0. And that my output, that is the write, so input is read, output is write, that my output is on pin 1. So I want to make sure my pins are different for input and output. I am going to have the microbit show something that lets me know if it's working or not. So here I have a smiley face for everything is secure, and an angry or anxiety face for, oh no, it's not secure. And I have a way of checking. I have a logic block that is telling me if everything is one way, do this, otherwise or else do this. My program is making a choice. If the light level is low, or maybe in your case, if the pressure sensor is high, then everything's fine. If that changes, sound the alarm. And in my case, the alarm is going to be on pin 1, and this turns it to on. This is a basic structure of how your security code is going to work. So, don't forget, you've got your emulator, and you should be testing your code. Here I am. I've got my smiley face. And I can see a number next to pin 0, a number next to pin 1, so they're both activated. If on pin 0, where the sensor is, I raise the light level above 200 in my case, it changes, and then pin number 1 activates. Now, right now, I do not hear anything, although if I can see the sound here, the emulator does have the ability to play the sound. The way I have it set up, my speaker probably just gives a solid beeping of the default tone that's on it. I do, however, have music blocks. So this is relevant if you are going to use a speaker for your alarm. I can pull out music blocks, for instance, play tone middle C for 1 beat. By the way, I can change the beat. I can also change the tone. I can click and it will play the tone. And now if I want to duplicate, I can, oops. Low A, middle E, and now it can play that tone. By the way, if I want that to repeat, I can grab another loop. Yes, I can have a loop within a loop. Let's see now. And you'll notice in the emulator, I have a little headphone jack thing here. I have everything good. There is nothing that is unsecure until somebody opens the box lid on my, oops, come on now. When you get this done, there we go. So this is how you can change your tone on the alarm. Remember, you could also have a light blink by using a loop and putting the digital right pin on, the digital right pin off where your light is connected. So you've got a variety of ways you can make your alarm sound, your alarm can look. Good luck.